So, hi, Intention Beads Tribe. Welcome to this really new cool thing that I've been doing with Bettina Gordon. And I'd like to introduce her to you right now. This is my new friend, an amazing woman who is the author of It's Never Too Late, Bettina Gordon.
Hello,
And
everybody. I'm
she's,
Bettina.
she's
Hi.
so beautiful. And she's got the world behind her, literally. She is supported by the world. She is supported by the universe. And she knows it. And she's using the energy properly. And so, what Bettina has set her vision on and her goals, she is doing it. She's been doing it for years. You'll hear more about her life story, this book she wrote about It's Never Too Late, because the topic of ageism is a major topic, particularly with women, because we are not our mothers. We are not our mothers. And our daughters are not our mothers, us. So, as you know, Alex is sitting over here, my daughter, everybody knows Alex. And we were really excited, and we talked a lot about this when we were preparing, for my little section, because, mother, daughter, 30 something years apart, how we both had the same goals. And I have a goal at double her age as she does, kind of starting out in her goal orientation. So it's really been beautiful watching. And I think all of the followers that I have know that Sandy and Alex show that we do, and love the fact that we're mother-daughter. But what Bettina Gordon has kind of instilled in us, but in everybody, there are, what do we have, 24 speakers?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And these are from worldwide speakers that are coming together for this global summit. Do you want to introduce the dates, which are coming up, which actually is my daughter's birthday, March 1st through March 8th, that incorporates the International Women's Day?
Yes, Sandy, thank you so much. So first of all, thank you for having me and being part of the summit that, as you so rightly mentioned, it's called It's Never Too Late 2020. And as you said, that for us, ageism, for us women, is real, and it starts much earlier. It is real for men too, but it starts much earlier for women. And so I had that calling, I had that feeling I would love to put on a virtual summit that everybody can attend from around the world. You just need a computer or a phone to tune in, and it's completely free starting March 1st, which is Women's History Month, and ending on the 8th, Women's International Day. You can join from anywhere, because I really felt the calling that I wanted to create something by and for women over 40 who have a song inside them, who have a desire, maybe for a child, maybe for creating a new company, maybe for, creating a new lifestyle, or a new, complete overhaul of their health, whatever it is, a creative project, a book, whatever it is. But because we're women not in our 20s and 30s anymore, we often get that, the message that, are you not getting a little too old? And then we have our own voices in the back saying the same thing. It's like, and I want to ask you this, dear viewer, is there anything that you have already given up or are about to give up on because of this voice in the back saying, oh, honey, aren't you getting a little too old for that now? Or at your age, is this appropriate? Things like this. If you have any thoughts like this, or the feeling, oh my God, I may be giving up on my dream. This is why I created the summit, because we are mature women in what I call the prime of our lives.
Yes, that's true.
This is really such a beautiful, beautiful time. It's like we especially focus on 40s, 50s, and 60s. And I've really assembled, I'm very proud of that, 24 world-class speakers, all 40 and up, who did something extraordinary in their lives when others may be saying already, oh, I'm getting a little too old, to do this.
Yeah.
And I am so honored, Sandy. I'm talking about you and your stories everywhere, your life story everywhere, that you said yes, because you're just such a beautiful example of an entrepreneur who already ran a multi-million dollar company, and now does it with yet a new company that is so perfectly in harmony who you are today.
Mm-hmm. Right. And I've always said to anyone, we're always on our path. We're always on our purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we give up, that is not our purpose. So whether you think you're on the right path, you think that you come to a crossroad. We've been to many crossroads in our lives. We take we take our looks and we have we in tune to our intuition, right? Intuition is in tune, and follow our dream. And that's where I have learned to make these changes and to feel young all the time. You asked just a minute ago, is there anything that I, thought of maybe giving up because I was 63 years old, which I'm about to be 64. And I just remember last year thinking, oh my gosh, it hurts. It hurts for me to run down to the beach every morning. I live really close to the beach here. And I stopped doing it and my knee got bad. And now my knee is better. And now I'm beginning to run down to the beach again. So it's like, whoa, I thought I was old at 62. I'm 63 now doing that same thing I was doing at 61. So there was a little hiccup there, but it was like, I loved doing that. I loved being the Goldilocks, coming back into my own house and the coffee is ready because I started preparing it before I went to the beach. So to have little satisfying benchmarks through the day helped me be this young person. Yeah, I need more sleep, but I love the mornings. And, didn't Mama once say, even though she did say, and I'm not my mother, is nothing good happens after midnight, right? So I go to sleep earlier. And so that's been one of my energy producers.
Yeah. And I just wanted to circle back also, please, to you working with Alex. I wanted to say this before. I really believe that we are in a transition phase, we as women, in our 40s, 50s, and 60s, we are redefining what it means to be our age and how we celebrate it. Yeah. Like a generation, as you said, your mother was very different. My mother, they were not celebrated for the 50s, 60s, and so on. But they also didn't stand up and say, hey, here I am, I'm claiming this. This is my life, and we need to celebrate our own selves, not wait for anybody else. And this is the shift that we are doing. And I think your example is so beautiful because it shows, Alex, that there are different ways of living your life. And yours is so full of power. And another company that you have founded, now that you're really bringing your passions and your knowledge, your skills, your experience of decades together with intention beats and doing the things that you love. I think you are so vital and so beautiful because you're living the life that you love and doing the work that you are called to.
I think it's important because there's a career in work, a job, right? And so when we can separate these two things and come up with that passion that is really the driver, the creativity. I always say that moon chakra, that moon placement is our creative force. And, men have it too, but women are the birther, right? We're the birth mother. And if we're not using this to birth a child, we need to birth something. And so that we can keep our creativity in alignment with the rest of our sources. So, it's been really interesting working with my daughter. I did not wrap her arm behind her back and say, you must work with me. You must be my business partner. She actually graduated from this, beautiful business school in marketing and said, I want to be the marketing guru for intention beads. And we've been doing this now for 10 years. And it's been really interesting bringing two different ages to the table because we can think similarly. I learned from her, she learns from me, and it's also teaching a 30-year-old, 32 now, to to have this like burst of energy, knowing that, oh my God, she gets to do this. She's only halfway there,
Yes.
in age. So well into her 60s, because I've got plans for my 70s, plans for my 80s. There is no retirement. What would I do? Right? What would you do if you were to retire? And I ask that to anybody. What would you do if you were going to stop doing something you loved? So getting back to the passion versus the job, the job and the work pay the bills. But you got to give something up in order to do that, right? And when you can combine those bills and your goals and your financial status, whatever that is, in with your passion, it is no longer work.
Yes.
It is pleasure. It is creative. You get to make things up. We're moving into the age of Aquarius, major big time, by the end of this year, 2020. So for you to bring this to everyone's attention, and I'd like to talk a little bit about, a few of the other speakers. I think I know a few, but to listen to what my portion is about astrology, right? About certain things that happen during certain time frames in your life. What happens in a Saturn return at 29 and 58? What happens during a Uranus transit at 21, at 42, at 84? The Neptune cycle. So those happen for everybody at the same age. And there's a synergy that we all go through. Some stay and some, retreat because of the fear or the uncertainty of what the future has for you. But when you know what it is, right, when you zing into it, and zip it up, it gives you the courage and the movement to move forward. So can you speak about any of the other speakers?
Yes, of course. So I think for most of them, many of them, as you said, the with the 7-year cycles.
Yeah.
Thank you. It started at around 42. I remember when I was 42, I was waking up one morning thinking, my God, that can't be all. There's like, I remember that. And so, okay, other examples. Nancy Levin, she went through a divorce that happened to her in a way that was very difficult, and yet it put her on the path to where she's on now, because she said, I took off the masks that I had put on in the world, pretending to be somebody that I was in my work, at the job, but not at home. And it started with the divorce, and she was having the dream job that she really, really loved. She was working for Hay House. Hay House is the biggest publishing house in the world for self-help books, and she was the event director for 12 years. But it was first the divorce and then the realization in the job, oh, now I am called to go out there and have my own company. And she did that at 49. She left her job. So 47, 42, then at 49, she left Hay House. She's in her mid-50s now. She's rocking it. She has her own coaching academy now. Super, super successful. Yeah. And she's one example. And she just talks about what was going on also on the inside for her and her learnings. What has she learned? Dr. Anna Becker, it is such a heartfelt interview. So I think what's really different with this summit is also, this is not a sales summit. This is not you do this and this and that, and then you earn the money, or, do what. It is a heart-to-heart conversation where women really share deeply also what's really going on with them, and they come with such honesty and integrity. So Dr. Anna Becker went into early menopause at the age of 38 after a tragic incident that I did not know about until I interviewed her. And anyway, so she goes, and then she reversed menopause and had a child at 41 or 42. But this whole deeply personal transition of what happened, you know. It's just really, really beautiful to hear. And I know so her story will help lots of women who want to have children later in life. It's amazing. Or Marie Claire. Marie Claire was 16 years old and pregnant when her parents, her mom in Haiti, she's from Haiti, kicked her out because she brought shame to the family and sent her to the US. And Marie Claire, by herself as a teenage mother of an autistic son, all by herself, you know, makes a life. You know, she had relatives here, but she made a life in the US for herself, goes into a career in HR, and then 39, she was 39. So, you know, close enough, you know, she gets the calling, okay, now I want to really do what is right for me, you know. She became an esthetician because she always loved beauty, and then launched her own cosmetic line out of it. And she's such a beautiful, exactly radiant person. So here I'm talking about her, and it's really, I can go on and on and on. These are just exceptional women who are beautiful role models, and they are modeling a way of life that is extremely empowering and positive, and that's just what I love. I love this summit. I love everything about it. It's never too late 2020. Join us. We have links below, somewhere, everywhere.
We do, and I'm so excited to be part of it. I'm so excited to be an attendee so that I can feel the energy of all the other 23 speakers and pull something in for myself. You know, we don't know everything, and that's why we need our support tribe to find that inspiration, to find that one comment, that one word to say, yeah, me too.
Yes.
Yes, I can do this. So
me too, exactly.
I hope everyone can join us. Please, it's free. Did we mention it's free?
Yeah, I hope so. It's an online event that, you know, Alex puts the sign up page somewhere right there in front of you. You just sign up. It's free. On March 1st, you get the emails which of the interviews, and saying this interview is released on March 1st. Every day, a certain amount of interview gets released and are online for the next 48 hours. And on March the 8th, all the interviews are online. You can watch it for free. It's a mega beautiful event that anybody from around can easily, from around the world can easily join. And I hope you do exactly that.
Please do. You'll see the links, like she said, below. I know Alex is going to put them there. So join us. Be inspired. Yes. And I'll see you there.
See ya. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Alex, you need to stop.